guys, we're here to learn about plant and animal cells.
You might think it's hard to learn, but if you compare it to a city, it is quite easy.
Let's get right into it and learn about some plant cells.
Allons-y!
I'm Katie.
I'm Grace.
I'm Allison.
Let's start with the nucleus. The nucleus has three main parts. One being the nuclear envelope. This is a double membrane that surrounds the nucleus and regulates traffic with the cytoplasm. If the plant cell were a city, this would be the traffic lights and the stop signs throughout the city,
Because they both help regulate things.
2. The nucleolus is a specialized structure in the nucleus,
consisting of chromosomal regions containing ribosomal RNA genes. Along with ribosomes, proteins imported from the cytoplasm, this is the site of RNA synthesis and ribosomal subunit assembly.
In a city, this would be the main port where imported cargo is imported in and out.
3. Last but not least, chromatins.
The complex of DNA and proteins.
They make up eukaryotic chromosomes. In a city, the chromatin is kind of like the library.
Entire nucleus can be considered a city hall if it were compared to a city.
Katie, I'm feeling a seat change. How about you?
I think I am too. Whoa! Thanks, Grace!
No problem, God.
Hey there, you young scientists. Let's talk about the endoplasmic reticulum.
Well, the rocky R for short, if you want to be
Specific. The rocky is an extensive tubular membrane in the cytoplasm of the cell.
Since it's the rough ER, that means it's got ribosomes all over it. Kind of like this papaya.
Ribosomes are responsible for the assembly of proteins, so in our city, it'd be kind of like a factory.
Ooh, good analogy.
Thanks.
Now onto the smooth ER. Unlike the rough ER, it is free of ribosomes and is smooth like this banana.
And works towards detoxification and metabolism of certain compounds. So in our cell city, this would be kind of like a recycling place.
Now let's talk about the central vacuole.
Which is a small cavity inside of the cytoplasm bound by a single membrane.
City. Okay. This is containing food, water, and metabolic waste.
This also acts as a water tower for our city.
Let's talk about the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton has three main parts.
These include the microfilament, the intermediate filament, and the microtubules.
Tubules. Guys, I'm kind of feeling another transition. How about you?
Great
Ready?
minds think alike,
Yes.
Allison.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Where's Allison?
Not again. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, there you are, Allison.
I don't know where I went, but they had a great fruit market.
Now where's Grace?
Not again. Okay, ready? 1, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! You hit my dog!
Where'd you get a dog?
Dude, I got it at the food market with my grape. I'm not gonna eat the dog.
Were we in the same?
Guys,
They
that's
sold
stupid.
a dog?
Guys,
Yeah.
back to science.
Oh, science, yeah. Okay, back to science. Hey there, guys. I heard you wanted to know about the cytoskeleton. Okay, well first let's start with the microfilaments. Microfilaments are fine thread-like protein fibers that are responsible for muscle contraction and cellular movement.
Sounds cool, right? Kind of like a strings on a puppet.
Exactly like that.
Wow, Grace.
You're good. But you know what's even cooler than that? The intermediate filaments.
Well, these aren't as important as the microfilaments, but they're also very important.
You see, the microfilaments provide strength for the cell, so in a way, they're kind of like the bones for it.
Let's have a chat about the good old microtubules.
Tubules.
Yeah.
Okay. Microtubules kind of act as a scaffold to provide shape for the cell, and they also provide a track for vesicles to move across.
Microtubules also form the spindle fibers for the separating of chromosomes during mitosis.
In a city, I would like to think that the microtubules are the streets and sidewalks that create the
Shape of the city?
Yeah.
Ah, I totally got what you were trying to say
Teamwork,
there.
guys.
High five.
Teamwork.
weird. I was outside. What about you guys?
Dude,
I was in the lab.
I was in a dark room somewhere. I don't know.
Wait, none of us were here? Then who was?
In a city, the cytoskeleton would be like the police department in a hole.
That wasn't that awesome, guys.
Oh, yeah.
How about we learn about something new?
Sounds
Okay.
good.
I was thinking can I get a drum roll? Complex!
Chloroplast.
This is a photosynthetic organelle that converts energy from the sun to chemical energy stored in the sugar molecules.
I think the chloroplast would be a
solar power plant.
Great idea, Allison.
Thanks, fist pump. All around. Go on, bring it in.
Come on.
Bring it up to slow.
Yeah, you got
I
it.
got her.
Now that you guys know everything there is to know about a chloroplast, why don't we move on to something new? I was thinking
Plasmodesmata.
Great minds think alike!
Every time.
Oh, Grace, sorry. Ding. Ding! This is a bunch of cytoplasmic channels that are throughout the cell wall that connect the cytoplasm of the cell to the cell next door. These things are like the highways of the cities, connecting one city to another city to another city to another city.
I like your hat.
makes sense.
Oh, thanks. Science!
Oh, speaking of the cell wall, I love the cell wall.
Me too.
The cell wall helps to maintain the structure of the cell and protect it from damage.
Oh, so it's kind of like the Great Wall of China.
Great analogy, Allison.
Thanks. Oh, every time.
Wow, cool, right? You guys sure are getting the hang of this. Okay, now let's move on to the plasma membrane. This is a microscopic membrane of proteins and lipids that form
The external boundary of the cytoplasm.
Yeah, there we go.
This regulates the passage of molecules in and out of the cell.
The plasma membrane is kind of like the key to the city, only letting certain things in.
I like that. I like that
Good
analogy.
analogy, Grace. Hey guys, I got an idea. Let's talk about the peroxisome.
Okay.
Grace, would you care to explain what that is?
No problem. The peroxisome is a small organelle that is present in the cytoplasm of many cells.
This contains the reducing enzyme catalyst.
Peroxisomes really get rid of a lot of bad stuff, so in our city, it would be kind of like a toxic waste dump. That's pretty cool, right, guys?
Yeah.
What should we talk about now?
I have an idea.
What?
The mitochondria.
Let's do it. Okay, so this fabulous cell is found right outside the nucleus.
Really?
And these guys produce energy through the cell through cellular respiration.
Okay.
I bet you could guess what this would be in our city, right? It's a power company.
Oh, I get it. Do you get it?
I get it.
I get it.
All right. I bet you get it. You're pretty smart.
I got it. I made it up. Let's talk about the Golgi apparatus, and then we will have mastered the plant cell. The Golgi apparatus is a complex of vesicles and folded membranes within the cytoplasm of the eukaryotic cell.
Okay, they're involved in secretion and intracellular transportation.
In our cell city, the Golgi apparatus is kind of like the post office of the city. This helps packages things and ships them out to other things.
Time to change my hair.
Whoa, hey guys.
I like it, Grace.
Yeah, nice hair. Okay, but guess what? We get to change topics here. We've actually learned everything there is to know about the plant cell, so we're moving on to the animal cell.
So, we've learned everything there is to learn about a plant cell. Now, let's sum up what we learned.
We learned about the nucleus, the smooth and rough ER, the ribosomes.
We learned about the central vacuole, the cytoskeleton, the chloroplast, the plasmodesmata. We learned about the cell wall,
The plasma membrane, the peroxisome, the mitochondria, and of course the Golgi apparatus.
Great! And remember what our city had? Our city has some stoplights, some stop signs, a main port, a library, a city hall, factories, and a recycling center, a toxic power plant, puppets on strings, streets, and sidewalks, police departments, and solar power plants, highways, and a post office? Do you know what this means? We have the greatest cell city ever.
you
And
are.
are you guys ready to learn about some animal cells? Because boy, do we have some more information for you.
Oh, good. I like those too. Right into it.
Geronimo! Wait. We need to get something clear. Okay? Animal cells are pretty much like plant cells, but they're missing a few things.
What are they missing, Allison?
Okay. Well, an animal cell, they don't have any chloroplasts.
No
And-
chloroplast.
I know, right?
Do they work right without them?
Mhm. And they don't have a central vacuole. They don't have a cell wall. And they don't have a plasmodesmata. But it's okay. It's okay, because they have a few other parts we're going to talk about. Let's get right into it. So for an animal cell, let's start with basically the same city as our plant cell, except let's take out our solar power plant,
Chloroplast.
let's take out our water towers,
The central vacuole.
our giant walls for protection,
Cell wall.
and let's take out all of our highways.
Plasmodesmata.
And now that we got all of that stuff out, let's add in the new things.
Sound good?
Let's start with the lysosomes. These are digestive organelles where the macromolecules are hydrolyzed.
In our new cell city, this would be like a garbage incinerator.
Pretty simple, right? So next, let's talk about some centrosomes.
Sound good?
These are the regions where the cell's microtubules are initiated, and they contain a pair of centrioles.
So in our cell city, the centrosomes would kind of be like a train station, helping things get in and out of our city.
Choo-choo!
Last thing we need to learn in the animal cell is the flagella.
The flagella is a cluster of microtubules within the extension of the plasma membrane.
In our city, the flagella would be like a lighthouse because they both help direct things.
Wow, that's everything we've learned in the animal cell.
Fantastic!
So, in our animal cell, we had a nucleus, we had a plasma membrane, we had a rough and smooth ER, we had ribosomes, we had a Golgi apparatus, we had some lysosomes, we had a mitochondria, we had peroxisomes, we had cytoskeletons, we had centrosomes, and we had a flagella. Like, is that not the best city we could have?
I really think it is, Allison.
And don't forget, that means our city has a city hall, a key to the city, factory, a recycling center, post office, a garbage incinerator, a police department, a power company, a waste dump, a train station, and a lighthouse.
Dude, that's awesome. We've learned so much.
That was so cool. I hope you guys and girls learned a lot. But we have one question for you.
What cell city would you like to live in? I know I'd like to live in the plant cell.
I think I'd want to live in the animal cell.
I'm gonna have to go with plant cell again.
Well, I hope to see you guys later.